Welcome to Cycling Plus Bike of the Year 2016. Today we are going to be looking at bikes that cost more than £2,750 or $3,800 US. I think we can safely say that some of these bikes can be classed as superbikes. They are expensive. You can get 4 of my car for at least 2 of them. And to discuss those with me, we've got Warren Rossiter. He's the senior tech editor on Cycling Plus, and he is one of the people, along with Matthew Allen and Robin Wilmot, who've been lucky enough to try out these superbikes whilst I've just been driving my car. So the top 3 in our superbike category?
Yeah, the top 3 is the Focus Izalco Max Disc, then the Bianchi Specialissima, and then finally the Cannondale SuperSix Evo High Mod.
Cannondale, they've had a pretty good showing throughout our Bike of the Year categories. Why is this one in the top 3?
The original SuperSix Evo did kind of set the standard for lightweight in a performance bike. What was really interesting about this new Evo is they haven't made it any lighter. In fact, the actual frame set is slightly heavier than the previous one. What is lighter is the fork, what is lighter is the fact they've gone to the 25.4 seat post standard. So again, that all-important system weight is much lower. And the new Evo, it blows the socks off the old one. It feels stiffer and tauter at the front end. It handles with much crisper feeling. If there were any criticisms over the old Evo that we did find on some of the higher end models where everything has got super light, that you could feel a little bit of disconnect through the steering. It was slightly prone to a little bit of flex. That's completely eliminated on this bike. But they've introduced hugely down to having that 25.4 post, giving us better clearance for bigger tyres. They've increased the comfort levels. So it's a complete racing machine that non-racers can still enjoy.
And how about the Focus? I mean, actually, in the context of this section of the Bike of the Year, this actually represents pretty good value, doesn't it? A disc brake.
Yeah, the Focus Izalco Max Disc is just incredible value for money. 3299 comes with Dura race, comes with hydraulic brakes, comes with really good level of equipment. But you know, value for money aside, what Focus have managed to do with the Izalco Max Disc, this is a bike that beats the UCI weight limit.
How have they done that?
They've just been really astute at just doing everything about this bike. And usually there is some element of compromise if you're bringing disc brakes into especially a pro level race bike. What Focus have managed to do here is build a pro level race bike with disc that isn't compromised in any way.
Yeah, because to make
it's just as light.
To make it light, you would expect that there would be somewhere on the bike that might not be as stiff as it needs to be.
Right, it's just an absolutely stunningly good handling bike. It feels just as nimble, just as quick as the impressive Izalco Max with standard brakes, but you've got that extra feel and performance that you can only get from a disc. It's exceptional. It's technologically a marvel.
So moving on to the Bianchi, if you call your bike the Specialissima, you're going to hope it's special. So is it?
Bianchi have reserved the Specialissima name over the years for the very pinnacle of what they do, and this bike certainly is. You know, it's all built around a stunningly light frame. The best of the best of Italian equipment in this instance, although Shimano fans, you can get a Dura race version of it. But this one's Super Record, Campag Bora wheels, top level FSA finishing kit. It's just absolutely beautiful, stunning machine. And aside from how wonderful it looks with the incredible paint job, you know, this frame.
So it is Celeste? I'm
yes,
guessing.
Of course, yeah. You can get any other colour you like. There's even a custom program where you can have it painted whatever other colour, but I think it'd be sacrilege to have it in any other colour. But under this paint, which is absolutely stunning, you know, this bike doesn't have any stickers. There are no decals on this bike. All the logos and everything are hand masked and hand painted, so it just looks.
It's a work of art.
Yeah, yeah. But it's what's going on under the skin on this bike is truly clever. Bianchi have use a carbon material called Cannondale, which is a sort of semi-viscous material that sits between the layers of carbon. On the Infinito, they use it for vibration damping because that bike was designed for the Cobalt Classics. They've implemented it here as well, but it's helped to reduce weight in the frame. And one of the problems you can find if a bike's super light, and this bike is 3/4 of a kilo under the UCI limit. It's properly light. But on light bikes you can find, if you ride them over rough surfaces, they tend to lose contact, they tend to bounce and jump and buck. So where they've used a countervail here, it just helps that frame settle. So you get this really nice contact with the ground. And it's got this really kind of weird feeling that when you push the Specialissima hard through a fast downhill corner, it seems to sit and settle. And just hold its line brilliantly. And when you come to superbikes, and make no mistake, this is a superbike, it's expensive. They need to be special. It needs to, you know, there's the specialness of owning something so expensive, so exclusive, and this has got it in spades.
So there you go, 3 super bikes, but only one can be the most super of all the super bikes. I know which one it is, he knows which one it is. Make sure you tune in to our winners video.